from After Dark World Headquarters. This is your favorite correspondent KD for After Dark. That is KD After Dark, and I am KD. So, for Mr. and Ms. America, all ships at sea and all sods, everywhere, welcome to a warm, wet, and dark Thursday, December 30th. Warm, wet, and dark. That sounds like a tagline for a porno film, don't it? I want to show you my Hall of Fame today. Got some good ones here. Hill Street Blues. Now, this is the guy that always said, be careful out there. That's Daniel something. I forgot his last name. But this lady right here, Veronica Hamill. That got it going on, Veronica Hamill. I'm always trying to honor my brother Scott. There he is with French fries sticking it out of his nose or his mouth or something. What a great guy. We do miss him very much. And check out this Gleason promo. Sig in the mouth. 2 cigs in the mouth. Cigs in both hands. Gleason likes cigs. So, very fond of all these photographs. That got it going on, Veronica Hamill. Holy cow. But anyway, I wanted to continue a little bit longer on nudie books of the 1970s and early 1980s. Well, I failed to mention, and some of my friends mentioned it in the comments, about Cherry, or I have heard it said Cherie magazine. That sounds a little too sophisticated for the maniacs I knew that read it. I knew about Cherie, or Cherry. I'm just going to call it Cherry. That's what we call it. Cherry magazine, because in the textile mills, it's so funny. I worked in a textile mill in the early 1980s for a couple of years. And remember, I was telling you yesterday that magazines were a huge deal back in the day. Well, the maniacs I work with would subscribe to Hustler and Cherry magazine. So every month they'd bring it in. And I'll never forget this. There was a maniac that was looking at one of the Hustlers and said, "God damn, man, I wish I could get some pussy." And everybody around us, including me, said, "Motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. You want some pussy. Go for it, brother. Either hand's good." Anyway, he was a maniac. I wish I had some pussy. So anyway, Cherry magazine was very interesting because I only read it for a short period of time, but they had this thing on there called The Dream Suck. And the Dream Suck was you probably get 15 different women, all nude, all with dildos, and they would practice their oral skills on the dildos because they had to be a winner. And they would have them all in all these insane poses. That was really funny and provocative. Like they had them all lined up against a tennis net, bent over, going for the dream suck. But the funniest thing about the dream suck was the winner, and I cannot remember the cash prize. It was either $50 or $500. I'm going to say 50, just because somebody had a sense of humor. The winner of the Dream Suck got $50 and a 5-gallon bucket of anal lube. And I never knew who won it, but all the guys that I worked with, we were all following the Dream Suck for a while. I wonder who won it. I wonder if they finally used that 5-gallon bucket up. And there was a couple of more magazines on the periphery that I kind of was aware of and kind of not. There was one called Game. And I don't remember anything about it much other than that it was pedestrian, I guess you'd say. There was nothing about it that was just really good. The name of the magazine was the best part. Then they had one called Velvet. Velvet was cool, but even cooler was Velvet Talks, when you could get your favorite porn star on one of those little cereal records they put, you know, like on the back. Some of you will know this. They used to make like a 7-inch 45 RPM record on the back of a cereal box. And I know the Monkees did it back in the day, and there were several other people did it. But anyway, that same sort of thing that was in the middle of the book, and it would be like, listen to Candy Samples or all this stuff. And I wish I would have followed that more closely, but I didn't. And then as soon as it was at its apex, once it got into the 90s, it leveled off, plateaued off. And then once internet kicked in the late 90s, it was gone. So there was this whole thing back in the day, and it was pretty damn funny. So I want to mention on Show and Tell, one of my favorite students gave this to me while I was still teaching, Dolly Parton. Do you notice that it's autographed? The question is, all you Dolly fans, is that really her autograph? It sure does look like an ink pen. Couldn't verify it. I remember the young man telling me, who gave it to me, it was not. But I wonder, you know, Dolly would have been going to fan fairs and just looking at this photograph, early 1970s probably, makes me wonder. So, one last time, I want you to look at the autograph. Dolly Parton's autograph or not? I want it to be yes, but my heart's telling me, nah, it's not. So, Richard Marcinko died. And some of you may know who he is, but this is Richard Marcinko, and this is his book. Rogue Warrior is fucking fantastic. He just died the other day. Here's what they said about him. A brilliant virtuoso of violence, Richard Marcinko rose through the Navy ranks to create and command one of the country's most elite and classified counter-terrorist units, SEAL Team 6. Now, this 30-year veteran recounts the secret missions and special warfare madness of his worldwide military career and the riveting truth about the top secret Navy SEALs. Marcinko was almost inhumanly tough and proved it on hair-raising missions across Vietnam and a war-torn world, blowing up supply junks, charging through minefields, jumping at 19,000 feet without a chute that wouldn't open, fighting hand-to-hand in a hellhole jungle. For the Pentagon, he organized the Navy's first counter-terrorist unit, the legendary SEAL Team 6, which went on classified missions from Central America to the Middle East to the North Sea, Africa, and beyond. Here is the hero who saw beyond the blood to ultimate justice, and the decorated warrior who became such a maverick that the Navy brass wanted his head on a pole and for a time got it. Richard Marcinko. I can highly recommend this book. I was going to read a passage, but I will pass today. I had a more pressing issues with finishing up Tales of Nudie books. But what I won't pass off today is Larry Flint. Let me give you a couple of hustler jokes, and I'm going to get the hell out of here. because we got consequential shit to do today. All right, so literally any of these are good, and some I'm snickering at. I just cannot read because the oh so politically correct people would be so disturbed by it. Why did the hillbilly walk his kid to elementary school every day? Answer: they were in the same grade. Oh boy, one more. Chosen by Larry Flint personally. What do you call two women in a freezer? What do you call two women in a freezer? Cold cunts. Somebody spit coffee out about right now, and that makes me happy. I'm at 78 subscribers. Thank you for my subscribers. I appreciate you very much, and I appreciate you hanging with me. I've got great plans and ideas for 2022. I want you to be there with me on the road to adventure. You ready? Take a sip of coffee, so make sure everybody's ready. Always be nice until it's time not to be nice. Always be kind to animals. Never complain and never explain. Discipline equals freedom. And my motto for 2022, you don't have unlimited time. Don't you know that? You must get consequential shit done today, now. So for Mr. and Ms. America, all ships at sea and all sides, everywhere. This is your favorite correspondent, KD. You know, they even named the show after me, KD After Dark. I should say I named the show after myself. I want to see you on the road to adventure. I must wander the earth now. Make this day count and have a glorious day. See you soon.